16. Zach Pascal to return it. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Zach Pascal on the return.
So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller.
Brandon, it's always nice when you get recognized with an individual award, and he was the AFC Offensive Player of the Week last week, but when you do it in a win, so much the better.
Absolutely, and he was all talking about that win, not so much the award he received on Wednesday.
That's a nice-looking award. I wonder if he took it home, got out of the car, showed it off to the kids in the neighborhood, passed it around. I wonder what he did with it.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. A good, safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Third down and 3 yards to go.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. This one into the hands of Burton. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. Third down conversion here is big. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now the first carry from Marlon Mack. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
A gain of 5 brings up
second and 5.
At the 34-yard line.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. But Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Stepping up, he'll try and... now he's stripped. He lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line.
The Bills ball carrier.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. And Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
From the 36, Allen. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. So on fourth down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. As the Colts offense makes their way out, we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
Yeah, you're impressed, aren't you?
I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Give him 30 yards there.
As we've seen over the years, offense coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover or put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a 1st down.
1st and 10.
The numbers from last week for Hilton. 8 catches, 80 yards, and a touchdown.
And he now has 13 touchdowns on the season. And anyone who wants to talk about 13 being a lucky or unlucky number, we know which way he's going to weigh in on that one. Lucky to the gills.
He's going to take off with it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4.
6. Brings up 2nd and 4. At the Bills' 35-yard
throw on the quick slant, going to be complete. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 24-yard line. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
The tackle by A.J. Epinesa.
2nd and 9 now. And it's going to be incomplete. Zach Pascal, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. The Buffalo defense does its job, and it's 4th down. Blankenship's kick is good. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0.
Colts 3, Bills nothing.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive, capture the field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
So here come the Bills out for their 2nd drive, and they'll certainly be trying to do better than that 1st drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the 1st drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that 1st drive. I'll try to do better here. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Allen. This one caught by Davis. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
5-yard pickup on the play.
On 3rd down, they go with Singletary. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
Here's Britton Colquitt now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and out will come the offense as they take over.
31-yard line.
A first-half update now from Philadelphia, and the Eagles out in front early. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it will still leave him with a 3rd down.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And Pascal's got it. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st.
For a Colts.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
43-yard line.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Up to make the play defensively, Tre'Davious White.
46-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He'll get this one to Pittman. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 44-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Jonathan Taylor, the ball carrier. He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A 6-yard pickup.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And the 2nd wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking deep for Hilton. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
But we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw. Because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Now, this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a 1st down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a 1st down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down. And he powers his way up past the 30.
TJ
Going to give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
At the 31.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary.
Devin Singletary.
Still a couple yards short of the 1st as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this 1st quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen, and that is incomplete. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Buffalo. And he's getting a workout here in this 1st quarter as he gets it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
1-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Pascal. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession as they've got it with second down and less than a yard. A good position to be in here, second and inches. They'll run the toss here with Taylor. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to Taylor on first down. And the ball is free. Taylor lost it. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security. And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock. They'll run on first down with Singletary, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. There to stop him was Darius Leonard.
35-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up
from the 35 on second down. Allen. And he'll be brought down by the Colts.
And that's the first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Allen's pass.
So it's 3rd and long, and you know this is going to be a pass. So defensively, they're bringing an extra defensive back and just blanket the field. And this is an ill-advised throw right here as it winds up being picked off easily.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position after a turnover. I feel like I might have them a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn it into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him. I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
That's complete to his tight end, Seals Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He can run for it, and he will. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a first down.
To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow. Out of bounds at the 1 yard line.
We're certainly not going to see a better punt than that. Definitely taking a chance, because if that thing clips the pylon, it comes out to the 20, but instead it goes out of bounds at the 1 yard line.
Here comes Josh Allen and the Bills offense back onto the field. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
And he's not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and is going to wind up a safety. Some troubles here offensively. I tell you, the noise in this dome, that has got to make it harder for these guys to hear.
Sometimes I find myself shouting up here. But you're right. If you can't communicate well or get off the snap count properly, it can cause big problems, and this qualifies as a big problem.
After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. And he's got room. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And he's been fun to watch run the football. We know he can pass, but using his legs effectively here in this one.
No doubt about it. Watch him maneuver in the pocket, out of the pocket, making the plays that he's making, which are breaking down the defense. I thought back to when we had our morning jog before the game, and I couldn't keep up with you. Those legs, they're valuable for his team.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
And this is Hilton on the receiving end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's got Burton here. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the
facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
40-yard line.
They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he'll be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 35. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They run the draw play with Mack, and they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Two running plays go backwards, so what's the call on 3rd and 13 now? Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. Decent gain on the scramble of 6, but now it's 4th.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
It's the score, Colts 8, Bills nothing.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
4-yard line.
Josh Allen leads the offense out for their next possession. And I never played quarterback, but I'm thinking as a quarterback, you're a little bit into the game now. Second quarter, you're losing. You're not playing well. Probably feels like a lot of weight on your shoulders.
Certainly does, but it's something that quarterbacks have to be used to because they're always carrying around that weight. So how do they adjust the weight? How do they make it work for them? How do they work against it? That's what we're going to find out going forward.
Yeah, he'll be trying to get all that weight off his shoulders here on this drive. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
The 31-yard line.
There's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 11 yards there, first down.
First down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Allen now looks to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
Singletary.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Allen's throw is complete. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. He was able to get away initially on that play, but ultimately not much space to roam.
Great job there by them containing him because you mentioned he got away initially, and how many times does that end up with a guy taking off for 15 or 20 yards? Here, the support was there, and they made the tackle for a loss.
The Bills on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Allen to throw once more. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
The Colts take over 1st and 10. At their own 20-yard line.
We focus our attention now on T.Y. Hilton as he gets ready to head back onto the field. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise, he can really decimate them.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. This one into the hands of Burton. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. And this is going to be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Buffalo offense and Devin Singletary heading back out there. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while. And then you get a chance to come back to him when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
Still time for him here as we sit in the 2nd quarter. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Man open, that's Robert Foster complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And again, it's Allen. He goes underneath for Yeldon. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
And 8. at the Colts' 28-yard line.
Now Allen again. And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox as the first half is winding down. And his guy's now just a 2-point conversion away from tying us up.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone. So give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Stephen Hauschka for the point after. And it's up and good. So maybe a bit early here to try to match the two. They're content to trail by 1 at 8-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we've reached halftime here in what we saw to be a very competitive first half. 8-7, just a 1-point game at intermission. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. Some critical games going on as teams fight for those final playoff berths. Let's get you around the NFL here in a busy Week 16. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
First down.
Josh Allen, he says that he wants to continue to perfect executing the run-pass option. Looked pretty good there.
And he's put in the minds of all people trying to defend him that his legs create big plays. So guess who benefits?
His running back.
You no doubt about it, and we just saw it there.
On first down, Allen. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Allen. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. That's sacked by the DN, Danico Autry.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Allen. He's got the connection over the middle of Diggs. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the 2nd half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
And he'll find his tight end, Seals Jones. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Gain of 3. It's 3rd and 1.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he's got his man, Hilton. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Out of his hands quickly to Pittman. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Well, now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a 1st down.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. From the gun, it's Taylor. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On 1st down, it's Mack. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the 1st half, and that trend is continuing here.
Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Down to about the 22 here. He's able to call his own number for 8 that time, but it leaves him with a 3rd down.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it
out of the gun now on 3rd down. On the move to his left. He may try and run for this. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
He certainly had plenty of success running the ball, and right now I'm getting the sense that he's looking to take off and run every time he steps back to throw it.
But they did a nice job there collapsing on him and holding him to a short gain. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the left hash, this from 39. Blankenship's kick is good. And the lead grows to 4. It's 11-7.
Colts 11, Bills 7.
So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been threes.
Buffalo set to get the football back here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second down.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Allen. Open man here is Foster. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff now to Yeldon. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. The tackle made by K.J. Wright.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 35-yard line.
On 2nd and 9. Allen. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Allen's pass.
Give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Yeldon, and he's got the 1st down as he's up to the 45-yard line. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll run with Yeldon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Again, the ball carrier.
He's brought down there by Kenny Moore.
The line of scrimmage.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Makes it 3rd and
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down.
There's no quibble about the game there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem scrambling for 22 and a 1st.
Partner, it's often the man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Taylor. And out across midfield down to the 45. It's another 1st down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. He'll drop to throw. And now he'll tuck it and run. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 41-yard line.
On the draw is Taylor. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down.
A gain of a yard brings up.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll run with Taylor. And he stopped immediately there. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
Tremaine Edmonds on the tackle.
1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Connecting with Burton here over the middle. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 13-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. That's complete right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
2nd and 5 at the 7-yard line.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
Feeling the pressure here and taken down. It's sacked back at the 7. The veteran Jerry Hughes drops the hammer in the backfield. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call, and the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First, on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop him. I like the confidence he showed.
17-yard line.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. DeForest Buckner has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
3rd down. 3rd and
on 3rd down, Singletary. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
But they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
Now Jonathan Taylor and the Colts offense retakes center stage. After some early struggles running the ball, they've really picked it up. Early it just seemed like there were no holes there. Now all of a sudden the holes seem to be there. I don't know if that's just my imagination.
And give them credit that they kept their confidence, because sometimes when you get stuffed big in the running game early, especially for an entire half, it really makes you retreat a little bit, but not this group. They always have the confidence, and they just get their assignments down, they get in sync with their runners, and off they went.
2 yards, good enough for a first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
The ball carrier, Tremaine Edmonds on the tackle.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
At the 34-yard line.
Now back to throw. Caught left side by Hilton. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 20-yard line. Back to throw now on 1st down. That's complete to his tight end, Seals Jones. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. And that's caught left side. Seals Jones with it. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Seals Jones.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. The quick slant caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. It's their quarterback taking it in. And the Colts are able to grow their lead.
And that touchdown ends a streak, for lack of a better word, of 3 field goals that they put on the board previously. They finally cracked the code.
Yeah, they've been down there. They've been in enemy territory, as you said. They just haven't been able to punch it in until that point. This taken in about 4 yards deep.
Bills take over 1st and 10.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Throwing again. Allen. They go with the screen. It's Yeldon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
A gain of 13 yards. 1st down, Buffalo.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Rocky Sin.
We always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48.
Brought down.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
A gain of 2. Brings up
on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. A.J. Epinesa in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Here comes Josh Allen and the Bills offense back onto the field. With his guys trailing here in the 4th, he can ill afford a repeat of the interception that ended the last drive.
Yeah, you're 2 scores down. You take it upon yourself now to play perfect or near perfect football if you want to get your team back into the game. But it's also tough to do when you're trying to avoid errors, yet still play perfect football.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Decent start to the drive there. Of course, they need the touchdown to, and he'll be brought down by the Colts. DeForest Buckner in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a...
He lost the football, and the Colts pick it up. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that, and that's what they've done all game long.
Blankenship out for the point after. And the lead is up to 18 now. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here in this 4th quarter. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Got an open man. It's Foster. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen, a quick throw going to be caught by Diggs. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Allen. And he's going to have the connection to Foster.
Allen's pass.
And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 44-yard line. 11 yards there, a 1st down. And he'll get this underneath to Singletary. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. DeForest Buckner racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Finding Knox there, complete. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
Incomplete. It's 4th down.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at their 38. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball.
Nike check.